today's subject, absolutely, today's topic is how to get away from saying trying and having the attitude of thinking that you're going to try again or try this and try that and have an attitude of doing. All right. So how this happened, how I actually thought about talking about this today is because my daughter, she was watching, man, if I can remember, oh yeah, Sesame Street, right? So she's watching Sesame Street, and I'm there sitting there, and I keep hearing this song, and this song is all about trying, trying, and I can't remember the rest of that, but it was trying. Um, no, it wasn't Sesame Street. It was like that tiger thing, kids that the kids watch. Anyway, one of those cartoons. But so they kept singing, and the little cartoons will fail at something, or they weren't sure about doing something, and so the parents would say, "Well, remember, you just if it doesn't work, you have to keep trying, and it will get better." That's the song right there. Keep trying, and it'll get better. I don't know how to say. Anyway, so I'm thinking, wait, and I'm looking at because I know what they're doing. Psychologically, they don't even know. They probably didn't. The company doesn't even know what they're really doing. I don't know. But psychologically, they're implanting in my girl's thought that by trying, you're going to get better. So I stopped for a moment and I kept saying, if it fails, you do it, and it'll get better. And if it fails again, you do it, and it'll get better instead of trying. And so I had to show her an example. And what I did was I told my oldest, I said, hey, come here. And I'm using this for example, but I had something else in my head. And I'm like, come here and try to get this. Okay, try to get it. So when she's coming to get it, she's coming to get it. And she knows, obviously, the older one, she already knows. But she stops right here. I said, that's right. Good job. You try. See, but I didn't say to get it, did I? I said to try. And so I'm teaching my 3-year-old this. And I'm teaching you this too, okay? If I tell you right now, this piece of gold, which is probably worth, I think it was like $400 or $500 now, but if I show you this and I say, come and get it, come this piece of gold, you'll probably get it. No problem. But if I say, come try to get it, try it, many of you will probably beat me up or something, right? Or try to, okay? You'll try to beat me up. But no, what I'm saying is if you're trying, psychologically in your head, you already are not going to get it because you're trying. You're attempting to get it. There's no actionable word and magic that happens when you try. You're just going to stop right there because this is trying. This is doing. This is trying. Right there. This is doing. Okay? So I thought, man, what a concept. They teach the kids to keep trying, and it'll get better. Okay, as adults, we know that we gotta keep trying to do stuff, right? And sometimes I've found myself saying trying myself, okay? However, the doing part is what works. Okay, so let me tell you my story. Let me tell you the story about how I got this goal. All right. And this is the story. This is definitely a great story for you to pay attention to because this is the power of doing. This is not the power of trying. All right. So for those of you who know me, I basically keep a journal, right? This is my little journal. I have another one back here that for last year. So this is for this year, right? And so what I write every time, I write first of all, I write what I'm grateful for. Then I write my mission in life. Then I write my goal. And then I write my daily tasks. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, I adopted something just a few months ago where I adopted a 13-week outcome. Instead of just saying goal, it's a 13-week outcome. And then my daily task, right? All right, so I was doing this last year, starting the year 2016, December 2016 into 2017. No, heck, it was like probably September or something. But anyways, a couple months before 2017. And what I did was, I decided to write down what I was grateful for, but I also was looking into what I wanted to achieve this year. And one of them was to attend this one event, this main event that I was going to go to. And so in that event, there was a competition of who can actually come up with the best video, uh, promotional video for that event in the event, right? It had to be less than 3 minutes. No, I'm sorry, it had to be less than 4 minutes, and it had to promote the event. No problem. I was ready psychologically, mentally, and I got all the tools that I needed. I like technology. I was ready, man. And I actually started studying some of the winners from past events. And I study. I didn't copy. I just study them because you got to come with your own style, right? So whatever you like, you got to promote that, right? So as I'm doing that, as I'm studying this, I also noticed that I heard, like, so I'm seeing those other videos from those events, from those people, and I kind of got a glimpse of some talk about that you can also win gold. I'm like, wait, what? You can win gold too? So I found out, and it was basically there's nothing that you could do really. There's no controlling of it. I can control my video because I can create it in a way that I was going to win, but I couldn't control the goal because it was like a raffle. Okay, it was like if you happen to get lucky, you would get it. So most people, by just listening to that, get lucky. It's just a chance that happens that you get it. You know, most people will say it immediately. Immediately, they would have thought in their heads, "Oh, well, man, I never win anything." Right? Most people would. I'm not saying you guys, but most people would. Oh yeah, oh, I gotta win it. Oh, so chance. What are the odds that it's gonna happen to me? The people start thinking all this stuff. Then there's another group of people who would say, "Oh man, I'm gonna try to get that goal somehow. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna try to get it. Try." Right? They start thinking in their head. They're gonna try in our head, subconsciously trying. I just showed you trying to get this is this right here. Like this is where you stop. Getting it and doing it, you get it. This is where it goes in your head. So what I did was two things. I said to myself, okay, cool. I know I can win the video thing. I got that. I've studied all the people who have won it. I can do better. There's my cockiness, right? And I could. And I'll tell you the story on that one later. But so I know I can win. But with the gold, right? How can I win? Well, so what I did was I grabbed my headsets, okay, put them on a daily basis, and I posted on my vision board what I wanted to accomplish in that event. And one of them was to win the goal. And I started to prepare myself mentally. And this is what I did. I never said try. As a matter of fact, what I said to myself was, I'll go ahead and get it. Just because they're giving it away, I'll go ahead and get it. So I took my little journal, and in the journal, I wrote down, I should be able to see the date here. So I have the old journal from last year, and I should be able to find that. Oh, here we go. Bam, found it. Oh, look at that. It was actually January. January. So it was January. So I was preparing myself for all this. And on the 25th of January, I wrote down the three things here that I wrote down was the first one, stage experience with the goal. See, like, I guess if you can, it's gonna be hard for you to read it, but anyway, just believe me, it's right here. So that was number one, stage experience with the goal. So this is what happened, right? So I get there. This is amazing. I go there to the event on that day. Right? I'm mentally prepared. Remember, weeks in advance, months before this event, and then the night before, Totally, man. I was game. In my head, I was game. I knew I was going to get it. And I also was preparing myself to win that video contest. So I go there, and I remember that morning. Everybody, usually how most people do. I don't do that, but most people like they just run into the front of the room, or at least not many, but some, and and they're just trying to get seats. Well, I'm just walking along, and I see the table. It's actually just the second row, so it wasn't that bad. And I go ahead and there's people behind me and there's people in front of me getting those seats. And someone was behind me and I was like, oh, go right ahead. I literally said, go right ahead. And they took the seat that I was going to take and I just took the next seat next to them. So sat down. All right. So immediately they started this content, this goal giving away thing. And they said, okay, so anybody who is in front of a book that had this book, go ahead and lift it up. If you have this dot, this sticker underneath this book, then you are gonna be part of winning this goal. All right. So everybody's looking and looking. So what do? I'm looking in front of me, and I lift up the book. Right. I lift up the book, and nothing. There's no sticker. Okay. Did I give up? Did I say, oh, okay, it's not me, whatever, right? No, man, I'm telling you, it worked. And because I've done it multiple times before, so I know I was going to be there. So I picked it up. I'm like, okay, well, immediately I realized that there's obviously no one next to me. So what do I do? Now there's two empty chairs, and the person right over there, they looked and they stopped. I'm like, reached over, turned the book, bam, that's where the sticker was. That person could have done the same thing, but you know what happens, right? When you try to do something, you are setting yourself up to not doing it, to not getting it, to not getting it done. You gotta do something, not try to do it. All right. So I picked it up. I reached out, and sure enough, the sticker was there. So I'm like, I'm feeling pumped up. By that time, I'm done. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is mine. However, there was something I didn't realize. Remember, this is the first time I've ever experienced that before, this type of contest. So what I didn't realize was that they were just choosing. There was three stickers out there, so that means three people. To me, I thought, oh, three of them are going to win the goal. No, what I didn't realize was that those three people were the chosen ones to go on stage, so that there was something else that we needed to choose. Out of those three, only one of us was going to get the gold. Obviously, I got the goal. But here's what happened at that time. So when I went up, two of the guys, me in the middle, right? And so the host of the event says he's got these little bottles, which I still have it. And these little bottles, underneath these little bottles, there's a sticker. And whoever gets this sticker gets the goal. Okay. Immediately, I'm telling you, I sensed it already. The guys next to me, they their energy dropped. I felt it. So because they dropped, I started smiling. I practically started in my head. I thought, like, I'm kind of thinking, these guys, they just lost. They gave up even before attempting to get this thing. So I was smiling in a way like, oh my goodness, you guys just gave me the goal. You should have kept that energy. And then I was the second person. I chose it. And I'm smiling, man, the whole entire time. I'm smiling because I know I got it. I know I got it. And sure enough, I got it. Right? So after the event, everybody's thinking, oh, you're lucky, blah, blah, blah. And look, I just gave you my secret, okay? And you can do this too. No matter what you want, no matter what you want, you're going to have to stop yourself from saying the trying, okay? If you fail, do it again. If you fail again, do it again. Get up and do it again. If you fail more, do it again. You just do it. You just do it and 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 do it some more. And when you get tired, you do it some more. It's taking me all these years. I was actually counting that this past week, at least, darn it, like 12 years of my life that I have, that I kept doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing until I'm here, and I'm gonna keep doing and doing and doing. Why? Because I had to take this try out of my head, and I want you to do the same. Give it a shot. Look at me, I was gonna say give it a try, right? Give it a shot. Do it. Okay? What do you got to lose? Nothing. All right. Pick something that you want. And by the way, make it meaningful. Don't be like, I want a Ferrari and you think you're gonna get it tomorrow. Don't do that. Don't do it. Pick something meaningful that is meaningful to your life, that is going to impact others, and that you're doing it for a higher purpose than just yourself. Okay. By the way, so the goal part, it was really the fact that I did this was really because they were giving it away. Why wouldn't I want to get it? As a matter of fact, they gave one away every day for the week that I was there, or the 3 days that I was there. I wasn't bothered with this. I could have probably gotten all of it, but I wasn't doing that. My goal was totally something else. Okay, that was just the beginning of my path, my journey. But anyway, so I want you to pick something and believe it. First of all, you got to believe it. So you got to believe it in your heart. You got to envision yourself getting whatever that is. And like I'm telling you, I don't want to stop you. If it is a Ferrari that you want, that's cool. I mean, whatever. Okay, whatever. But it's got to have meaning. Okay, you got to have a higher purpose of getting what you're going after. If not, it's just not going to work the way you think it will. Okay, so once you do that, make sure you have your journal. Write it down. You got to write this down. You got to put it on paper. There's magic that happens when you pick up the pen and you write things on paper. There's magic that happens. This is where the magic happens, really. It's between your brain, your heart, the pen, and paper. That's where the magic happens. So once you write it down, then you need to get into a routine, a ritual. Do something that is going to put your emotion to a higher level, your state of mind to a very positive, enthusiastic, energetic, and grateful type of environment and thinking process. Okay, you got to get that to that point. And once you're there, you do that ritual over and over and over. But you've got to have, whatever you're going to get, you got to have a date to it. Okay, because again, I knew it was going to be in January. I just showed you it was going to be January, so I started a few months before because I knew that was the day. Okay, so there was a date to that. So you've got to do that too. All right, make sure you get a date. Then I want you to do me a favor. So you know where this video is, you know where to find it. I just want you to post, whether it takes a few months, even a year. I don't care. Just come back to this video. Even if you can't find the video, I want to know. I really want to know. So connect with me here on Facebook, here on YouTube, here on my podcast. However you want to connect with me, connect. Send me a message and say, hey, it worked. Because I'm telling you, it does work. And you'll see. You're actually going to get way more results than you ever thought possible. All right? So, this is it. This is what I have for you. I'm really glad again that you're here every single week. All right. Talk to you guys later. And I'll see you next week. Peace, peace, peace.